Once again I welcome you to Chelsea Sports Channel, where I bring you all the breaking news from Stamford Bridge and Chelsea FC. Today I have more news coming up. Before we start the video, please subscribe, like, share and feel free to comment. Thomas Tuchel has given Chelsea an unexpected advantage in this summer's transfer market. Several Chelsea players have rediscovered their best form since the appointment of the German coach at the end of January. Chelsea re-established themselves as a serious force in the transfer market last summer, with the club investing more than £200 million to improve their first-team squad. Kai Havertz was signed from Bayer Leverkusen. Timo Werner was brought in from RB Leipzig. Ben Chilwell was recruited from Leicester City. And deals for Hakim Ziyech, Edouard, Mendy and Thiago Silva were also concluded by the Blues. Those signings, coupled with the emergence of several academy graduates, gave the squad a fresh, more youthful look. And the facelift would have been more dramatic had Frank Lampard got his way. The former Blues head coach was open to Antonio Rudiger departing in the summer. Marcos Alonso could have also moved on if a suitor had emerged. And Jorginho was linked with a switch across London to Arsenal. Yet come the end of the summer transfer window, all three remained at Stamford Bridge. And that was no great surprise given the majority of clubs across Europe had been impacted financially by the COVID-19 pandemic. None of the trio made telling impacts during the first half of the season, however. Alonso was frozen out by Lampard while Rudiger was a squad option and little more. Jorginho, meanwhile, spent more time on the substitutes bench than the pitch. They weren't the only Chelsea players to be on the periphery. Andreas Christensen started only 5 Premier League games during the first half of the campaign, and Cesar azpilicueta had been usurped by Reece James in the right-back pecking order. The Blues' form under Lampard was strong during the opening weeks of the campaign. But defeat to Everton on December 12 saw Chelsea enter a downward spiral they couldn't recover from. The club legend was sacked at the end of January and was replaced by Thomas Tuchel. The German coach gave every player a clean slate, a chance to prove themselves once more. For his opening game in charge, he went with experience. So azpilicueta, Rudiger and Jorginho all started. Alonso would feature in Tuchel's second game at the helm. Christensen would feature in the third match of the Tuchel era. The Denmark international replaced the injured Thiago Silva midway through the first half of a victory against Tottenham Hotspur and has been a flawless performer for the Blues since. Chelsea have embarked on an 11-game unbeaten run since Tuchel's appointment. The Blues have moved up to 4th in the Premier League table in that time, have reached the quarter-finals of the FA Cup, and hold a first-leg lead in their round of 16 Champions League tie against Atletico Madrid. They've done so while only conceding 2 goals, and only one of those has been scored by an opposition player. It's a defensive record unmatched by any club across Europe over the past 6 weeks. Perhaps the most impressive aspect of the Tuchel reign, however, is that the German coach has managed to ingrain his tactical structure within not only the first team, but the squad. Every player appears to know exactly what they have to do on the pitch when selected, and has enabled the majority to produce consistent and impressive performances. Rudiger, for instance, has played in all but one of Tuchel's 11 matches. It's the same situation for azpilicueta on the opposite side of the back three. Christensen, as mentioned above, is in the form of his Chelsea career. Jorginho falls into the same bracket. Alonso has seamlessly slotted in at left wing back once again when called upon. Barring perhaps Emerson, who has featured only once under Tuchel, and young midfielders Billy Gilmour and Tino Anjorin, every member of the senior squad has been regularly utilized in the past 6 weeks and largely to good effect. And that's good news ahead of the summer transfer window. Perhaps the most impressive aspect of the Tuchel reign, however, is that the German coach has managed to ingrain his tactical structure within not only the first team, but the squad. Every player appears to know exactly what they have to do on the pitch when selected, and has enabled the majority to produce consistent and impressive performances. The Blues can be bullish in their demands given the form they've displayed under Tuchel. When the German coach arrived at Stamford Bridge, he admitted part of his remit was to increase the value of players within the Chelsea squad. That he has done so, and so broadly, will undoubtedly give him extra credit with those within the Blues hierarchy ahead of what promises to be an intriguing summer for the club. Please subscribe, like, share and feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.